Hi, it's Ashley. Welcome to my channel. And since today is the 31st and there is no possible way any more books will be finished for me, I thought that I would come and do the end of the year reading survey. This is a survey that's been done, I think, the last 4 years by Jamie from the Perpetual Page Turner. It's a blog. She started it. I will leave all the information I can find in the description down below. I didn't read a lot of books this year, so there are some that I had to skip, and there's a section for people who do blogs, and because I don't do blogs, I skipped that section. So if you want to see the whole entire reading survey, check out Jamie's link in the description. Okay, let's get started. So the first section is 2017 reading stats, number of books you read. I read 53 books this year. The number of rereads, I reread one book, and that was Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. Genre you read the most from, that would be YA contemporary. And now we have best in books. So question number 1 is best book you read in 2017. That would be Dear Martin by Nick Stone. 2, book you were excited about and thought you were going to love but didn't. That would be Geekerella by Ashley Poston. I was told that this book was going to be a love letter to fan culture, and it was terrible. It was my first and only DNF of the year. So, 3, most surprising in a good way or bad way book you read. That would be New Moon by Stephenie Meyers. I read Twilight at the beginning of 2016, and I hated Twilight. I hated it so much. I wish I could go back and erase the fact that I read the book, because then it tainted my love for the movies. Now I can't even watch the movies really. And when I went into New Moon, I went in begrudgingly, like I'm just reading this book because this is on everybody's list of books you must read before you die. And I just fell in love. It changed my whole perspective. Team Jacob all day, every day. So, 4, book you pushed the most people to read, and they did. I would have to say, but you can let me know in the comments down below if you feel like it. It would have to be Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda by Becky Albertalli. I've had so many people read it because they know how much I love it, and then they ended up loving it just as much too, and that makes me so very, very happy when I can share my favorite books with you guys. 5, best series you started in 2017. That would be Geek Girl by Holly Smale. Best sequel of 2017. That would be Down Among the Sticks and Bones. Book 2 in the Wayward Children series by Seanan McGuire. And I didn't read a series ender this year, so I can't answer that part of the question. 6, favorite new author you discovered in 2017. I took this to mean new to you, so I said Victoria Schwab. I read the Monsters of Verity duology and fell head over heels for the characters and Victoria Schwab's storytelling. And I started, unfortunately couldn't finish, but I started the first book in her adult series, A Darker Shade of Magic. I think that's under V.E. Schwab. Yes. So, best book from a genre you don't typically read / was out of your comfort zone. That would be the whole entire 6 volumes of Saga by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. I really don't read a lot of graphic novels, and because this is my channel, I'm going to say it's a genre. I don't know if it is or not. Don't come for me. But I don't read a lot of graphic novels, and this graphic novel is so beautiful. The illustrations, the life lessons, like the genuine life lessons that you can get from reading this graphic novel. Everything about this story is perfect. and I suggest you pick up Saga. So, 8 is the most action packed, thrilling slash unputdownable book of the year. That would be The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer. You can see the blue spine on my favorite shelf. And this is about a woman that works for the government in a position that's so clandestine it doesn't have a name. She's just nicknamed the chemist, and she breaks away from the government, but she knows some very like powerful things that could bring the whole entire government down. So they have been on the hunt for her, and I do have a video on the chemist if you would like to hear my spoiler-free thoughts about the book. I will try to link that down below also. So, book you read in 2017 that you're most likely to reread next year. That is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. I read it this year, but I don't know if I read it too fast because I gave it 3 stars. I wasn't in love and I wasn't impressed. And when I put the book down, I was like, this is what everybody goes crazy for? Like, my mind was blown. Like, I was not impressed at all. Like, I was just like, really? Okay. So I want to reread it and take my time. I had to rush because the whole Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling is such a popular series that you can't really check it out for more than 2 weeks because as soon as you get off the hold list, there's like 2 or 3 more people that are on hold after you to read it. So I'm going to get my own copy, maybe be able to get one second hand and take a slower pace of reading it and see if I like it and want to move on with the series. That long explanation, really not necessary, but question 10, favorite cover of a book you read in 2017. That would be Furthermore by Tahereh Mafi. The cover is gorgeous. I have the companion, and its cover is just as gorgeous. This is Witchwood. 11 most memorable character of 2017 definitely goes to Kenji from the Shatter Me series by Tahereh Mafi. If I'm being honest, I could have just had a book all dedicated to Kenji and forget about Juliet, forget about Warner, forget about Adam, all those other people. They don't matter. Just give me a book about Kenji and his origin story because he is funny. He tells it like it is. And he honestly was one of the only reasons to keep me reading Unravel Me because I almost gave up like well over 3 times. So 12 is most beautifully written book of 2017, and that goes to You Don't Have to Say You Love Me by Sherman Alexie. I gushed over this book in a review. I loved it. It's just and it also answers 13, I should say, that most thought-provoking and life-changing book. Definitely this one. This one is about the complex relationships between family, more importantly, between mother and son. And it also talks about America's history of abusing and mistreating the Native American people. And he opened my eyes up to reservations because if I'm being 100%, before I didn't see a problem with reservations in my ignorance. But when he broke it down and explained how the fact that Native Americans had this whole land and then people come in who don't belong here and take all of their land but a little small piece and like, here, this is yours, and to assuage our guilt we will give you funding and money for this little small piece of land when you owned everything to start with. It just opened up my eyes. And please read You Don't Have to Say You Love Me by Sherman Alexie. You will not walk away like the same person as you were when you first picked up the book. So 14 is book you can't believe you waited until 2017 to finally read. I don't have one. 15 is favorite passage slash quote from a book you read in 2017. And mine is nobody should be surprised. The moon is a loyal companion. It never leaves. It's always there, watching, steadfast, knowing us in our light and dark moments, changing forever just as we do. Every day it's a different version of itself, sometimes weak and wan, sometimes strong and full of light. The moon understands what it means to be human, uncertain, alone, cratered by imperfections. And that is from Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. And I also have a video about my favorite quotes of all time, my bookish favorite quotes of all time. I'll also try to link that down below. 16 is the shortest slash longest book you read in 2017. So the shortest was Dear Ejewele, or Feminist Manifesto and 15 Suggestions by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. And I listened to this on audiobook, but it's 63 pages. And the longest is You Don't Have to Say You Love Me by Sherman Alexie. I had the large print edition, and I think it was 695 pages. Okay, 17. Book that shocked you the most because of plot twist, character death, left you hanging with your mouth open, etc. That is Riley Sager's Final Girls. That's all I'll say. Please read that book. I loved it. 18 is OTP of the year. You will go down with this ship. And if you don't know, OTP is Winter Pairing. And that is Marco and Alana from the Saga series by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. 19 is favorite non-romantic relationship of the year. That is Kate Harker and August Flynn from the Monsters of Verity duology by Victoria Schwab. 20. Favorite book you read in 2017 from an author you've read previously. That is The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. 21. Best book you read in 2017 that you read based solely on a recommendation from someone else or peer pressure. Basically, everything I read this year could go in this category. You know, we all fall victim to BookTube. 22. Newest fictional crush from a book you read in 2017, and that would be Read from The Upside of Unrequited. Yes, Read is bae. Best 2017 debut you read, that is Your Welcome Universe by Whitney Gardner. 24. Best world building slash most vivid setting you read this year, Furthermore by Tahara Mafi. 25. Book that put a smile on your face was the most fun to read, and that would be Geek Girl by Holly Smale. I laughed constantly listening to this audiobook, and I really want to read the second one, but unfortunately my library for some reason doesn't have the second, but it has the third on audiobook and the fourth physically. I don't know what's up with our library system, so I need to try to find where I can get the second book in the Geek Girl series. 26. Book that made you cry or nearly cry in 2017. That has to go to They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. Is book that made you the most mad. Doesn't necessarily mean you hated it. And that would have to be My Heart and Other Black Codes by Jasmine Warga. And I hated that book. It made my worst books of the year list. Looking ahead is our last section. And the first question is one book you didn't get to in 2017 but will be a number one priority in 2018, and that is Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson. This is about a girl who was accused of killing a white infant who was in her mother's care, and now she's in foster care and getting ready to give birth to her own child. and she is going back to try to find the truth and what happened to this little kid. And I wanted to read this so bad this year, but I didn't get to it, especially before my library closed for renovations. Ooh. Book you are most anticipating for 2018 non-debut, and that's The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. 2018 debut you are most anticipating. Anger is a Gift by Mark Oshiro. I put this on my Goodreads like most anticipated list as soon as a I think I saw a Barnes and Noble's page on it, and Barnes and Noble's said that it is The Hate U Give and Dear Martin having a gay baby that is raised solely by Juliet Takes a Breath by Gabby Rivera. And I was like, I need this book right now. I put it on the list so fast, it wasn't even funny. So, series ending slash a sequel you're most anticipating in 2018, and that's Beneath the Sugar Skies by Seanan McGuire, book 3 in the Wayward Children series. And the last question is one thing you hope to accomplish or do in your reading slash blogging life in 2018. And for me, that is to attend a book convention. I wanted to this year, but unfortunately, I couldn't get time to do BookNet Fest, which is hosted by, I know in part, Sam over at Thoughts on Tomes. I know she does it with someone else, but I can't remember their name. And I so desperately wanted to go this year. It just wasn't in the cards. Next year, I'm hoping to get to BookNet Fest. So that's it for my reading end of the year survey. It was started by Jamie from the blog The Perpetual Page Turner. Links to her blog and every video I mentioned in this video will be down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please share this video. It helps me tremendously. If you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can hit that subscribe button, the bell button beside it, so you'll be notified when I upload new content. And as always, until we meet again,